Hey guys, it's your girl. Wait, did I even record the beginning? Because it just said ready, but alright, anyway. Hey guys, it's your girl Secret D coming to you on this fine Saturday afternoon. You might not see this today, but anyway, this is what it is. It's a Saturday afternoon around 3 o'clock. And I'm coming to you to talk about relationships after cheating or betrayal. So the question of the day is, can a relationship return to normal or be okay after cheating? Does it matter on the severity of the offense? Does it matter the length of the relationship? Does it matter if children are involved? Does it matter if assets are involved? Like, do these things play a role in whether or not a relationship can be salvaged after someone cheats or breaks trust? Or are some things just an absolutely no for you? So, personally, if you guys haven't figured out by now, I do not like a liar, right? I feel like I've made a lot of videos about hating being lied to. I made a lot of videos that reference people lying to me being like a huge pet peeve. Like, I just really don't like to be lied to. Ew. And so for me, if you lie to me, it's gonna be like a thing, right? So with that being said, I've been in relationships where I've been cheated on in some form of capacity. So to reiterate, because I'm sure I've said it in an old video, my definition of cheating is basically your significant other doing something behind your back that A, they know you won't tolerate, B, they wouldn't do in your face, C, they have to hide, right? So this to me, and of course there's levels to it, but honestly, if you chit-chatting online, like you in a whole, dating online relationship and stuff like that, that's cheating. If you chatting up somebody, that's cheating. If you going out with somebody, obviously that's cheating. I don't care if you didn't have sex with them. It's still cheating because you didn't tell me. Like, it's not okay for you to be like, oh, yeah, well, I just went out with my homegirl or my homeboy. Why didn't you tell me? Like, why am I finding out way after the fact? Like, if it wasn't that serious, you would have told me. But the reason that you didn't tell me is because you cheating. You get what I'm saying? So we'll say if you're going out with somebody because you're damn near dating, obviously if you have sex with somebody, we're gonna include that. What else? So basically anything that you have to hide from me that you can't do it in my face is considered cheating to me, and that's just gonna be it. I know these people are not honking me because I gotta go this way, and obviously I can't go because my man over here is doing some craziness. Forget it. I really sometimes hate the dumb shit that people do when they drive because it really just fucks your shit up. Anyway, can it come back? So as I was saying, I've been in relationships where I've been cheated on and I've tried to stay with them, right? So I feel like the very first relationship that I've been in, I took more. The cheating was more potent. I was a little bit more naive to things. So when I found out things and he said, oh, it's just this, it's just that, I believed him. Because, like, for me, I'm going to trust you until you give me a reason not to. And again, I was very young. So I really feel like I just didn't know any better, even though I did. So I don't know how to explain that in a better way, but this video is not about that, so we're not gonna, stay on that too tough. But I feel like I forgave him way too many times. You know what I mean? Like, if that was today, if that relationship was in today's time, it would never. Like, it just wouldn't be. It wouldn't even have made it past that first offense, probably. But again, this is what it is, right? So then, with that one, I felt like I kept giving chances, and he kept fucking up. Like, he kept cheating, he kept doing this, he kept doing that, and it was at the point where I did leave. We broke up for a while, and we ended up getting back together, right? So after that, we got back together, and once we were together, I was just like, ugh, like, why am I even with this man again? It was so weird. The circumstances in which we got back together, it was, we'll get into it, but it was kind of like I got back with him because I needed a distraction from what was going on in my regular everyday life, right? And then I found out he was cheating again. And then I think because I had already broken up with him and then decided to get back with him, that last offense for me was just like, no. So once I found out that last time, I was just like, nope, not doing it. And that was it. It was over. And that was after kids. So for me, the kids did not matter in that moment. I just realized I just had enough, and I couldn't do it, and I didn't want to do it. And so that was it, But like I said, prior to that, it had been instances after instances after instances. If it wasn't emails, it was text. If it wasn't text, it was pictures. And it was always some excuse or something like that. And, I always gave it a pass because of whatever, right? So for me, after a while, when you realize somebody does not respect you or what you're bringing, it doesn't matter if you have children with them. Obviously, it takes you longer to leave if you have children. I felt like it took me longer to leave because we had children. It also took me longer to leave because of the length of our relationship. And I feel like that's a mistake that a lot of people make, where they're like, oh, I have this time invested, so I'm just gonna stick it out. And this was before kids too. Like, if I'm being completely honest, I should have left before we even had kids. You know what I mean? But that's another story. So for me, the cheating, the last time, it just could never be back to what it was, because every time I tried, it was like I just found out something else and something else and something else and something else, and I was just like, okay, no. So at that last moment, children did not factor in because I didn't care. I was just done. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if it's like a first offense, people might be more lenient to the fact that they have kids and stuff like that, and you've been together all these much years and all of that and all that good stuff, right? So boom. Next time I get cheated on again, it's like, oh no, this, that, and the third. That's not true, whatever, and there's no real proof, right? So you try to stick it out or whatever. And again, it's like you live and you learn, but obviously I didn't learn, because for me, I feel like I should just bounce. I left, I took some time off, and then we ended up getting back together. And for me, again, obviously now looking back, it's like, yo, we really shouldn't even have gotten back together, because I felt like it was not the same. It was never the same. And the fact that it was kind of brought to me like, oh, well, it's not like I did this. Like, oh, yeah, I fucked up and I cheated, but it's not like I cheated on this level. I don't have no outside babies coming to you. Like, it was like some dumb shit said to me. Like, first of all, to my knowledge, no one's ever cheated on me and had a baby while we were in a relationship together. So let's just put that there. But that was like the thing. Oh, it's people outside doing way worse than what I did. I'm not in a relationship with these people that's outside. So why the fuck do I care what they're doing? Like, that was an argument brought to me. I fucked up, but there's people out there fucking up worse. Are you kidding me? So we broke up, or I don't know what you call it, separated. I don't even know what the hell we was doing. I'm gonna assume we broke up. Let's say we broke up. We ended up getting back together. and it was never the same. I just couldn't. I couldn't do it. I tried. And it's like, the thing is that when somebody messes up, they always put in like this extra effort to make stuff better, or oh, you know, I'm so great, but then that shit fades. And that's really what happened with me. It was like, oh yes, I'm gonna be on my best behavior, right? And then it was kind of like, eventually you get comfortable, you know, especially after kids and all of that stuff. So I felt like the issue was that, you know, we got back together, but then I feel like he got comfortable and I just left, because I was like, A, all the shit that I've been through, like, again, I should have left before the kid. That's one of those things, again. And B, I just was like, okay, I'm tired. Like, if a relationship is draining you, and it's like, okay, and it's like, yeah, I fucked up, but I'm doing all this good stuff too. And people always feel like because they're doing good stuff, it should outweigh the bad. But it's also like, okay, and this is the thing. People always say, oh, well, I was good for all this time and I fucked up one time. That makes it worse to me, because it's like, you was with me all this time and then you decide to fuck up. But it's like, I feel like the longer you're with somebody, the less likely you should be to fuck up. You get what I'm saying? Because I feel like you learn that person, you know that person, you should kind of know, you know, how they would feel about certain things, and you should know that you can approach them, or you should be able to approach them with certain things. I was about to get out the car. That's why I'm moving this thing around. And then you don't. And then you blame it on, oh, boy, I didn't know how to tell you, or I told you before and nothing changed, or I told you before and it didn't come across well, da 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 da. But then you tell me, oh, well, you know, people change, da da da. So I could have changed. You could have brought it to me, because I could have possibly changed since the last time you brought it to me. But anyway, long story short, because y'all know me in these circles and twists and turns, right? I think that a relationship can possibly go back to how it was, or sometimes better, after changed behavior. I think it absolutely does depend on the severity of the offense. I think that it does depend on the length of the relationship for some people. For me, it does not. Some people matter if you have children together. For me, it does not, because when I'm ready to go, I'm ready to go. That's 2 kids, 3 kids, 4 kids, 5 kids, 10 kids. I'm out. Like, you can't. I'm at the point where I'm choosing peace. So what do y'all think? Can it go back? And does it depend on different factors? Because I know a lot of people who stay in relationships because of kids. And I also had a conversation with somebody who says, once kids are involved, you should never leave. Yeah. And he means that. Like, he said that you should never leave the person once you have a kid with them, because you should have thought about that before you had a kid. So once you have a kid, now you're basically locked into this relationship because the kids deserve better. So for me now, if you're in a toxic ass relationship and your relationship is fucked up, according to him, you should be able to stay in that relationship with the fucked up treatment, getting cheated on, getting abused physically, mentally, emotionally, whatever's going on, because you have children. I think he might draw the line at physical abuse. I think physical abuse is like a no for him. But other than that, he feels like you should be miserable with this person because y'all have kids together. And I say absolutely not. Sorry. I'm not going to be in a shitty relationship with a shitty individual because I have children. Because then what's the quality of life am I giving my kids? And what kind of parent am I going to be for my kids if I'm miserable in my situation and I'm doing it for them? No. Anyway, again, as y'all know, I went on all these twists and turns, and I'm about to hit this 15-minute mark. So I'm going to shut it off there. But let me know how y'all feel. Let me know what y'all think. And that's the end of this talk this fine Saturday afternoon. You see the sun is in my face, but it is only 32 degrees. Don't be fooled, y'all. Don't be fooled.